What's going on, family? It's your man Al from the We Come From Bad News podcast with my brother Nyaze Vincent. For the past 3 years, we've been talking music, life, culture, and everything in between on various platforms. We've been having a great time. We've got a section within our podcast that we call The Bottom Line, which is how we cover trending topics within the culture sphere. Well, this week we're going to talk about Nicole Ari Parker and Boris in terms of this particular situation that came out. If y'all not aware, Nicole Ari Parker and Boris Kojo, I might be saying his name incorrectly. They've been a couple for many years. I think they've been married for probably 15, 20 years or so. If I've got that wrong, I'm not sure. But they've been around for a minute. They've been together for a while. They've been in unity for quite a bit, at least on the surface. Well, recently, they had a conversation, looks like digitally, with another couple, just talking about life and marriage and everything as well. Nicole made some comments that she was feeling as though Boris was not as attentive to her as he was when they were single and when they were dating and courting. She, gave several examples of things that she liked in terms of text for no reason, him coming up behind her and giving her a hug or whispering in her ear, all of the trappings that come with courtship, especially when you're trying to, bring somebody, into your energy in the beginning. Well, it looks like that may have waned, at least from her perspective, and she decided to go ahead and put all those thoughts on the table in a public forum with another couple. Matter of fact, one of the other husbands began to laminate how he was doing a lot of those things with his wife as, Nicole was speaking or in response to what Nicole was saying. And to this, Boris's response was, okay, as he continued to eat his meal. He definitely looked either thrown off guard, or maybe potentially over it. So the question I want to pose in this particular situation is, though we see Nicole following kind of in the light-skinned footsteps of another beautiful couple or another beautiful wife, Alicia Curry, who also kind of put her husband Steph business out there in terms of him not doing enough for her at the time or wanting more attention. Is this right? Is it right when someone, celebrity or not, for a person, if they're having some problems within a relationship or whatever, does it make sense to put their business out there in a public forum? I mean, my question I would have to ask Nicole, and I guess I would ask you as well, is publicly or digitally shaming your husband or significant other the way in order to get them to improve or to notice you or to do better? Is doing this going to transform Boris back into 90s Boris, in our opinion? So that's the question on the table for the trending topic right now, the bottom line. Did Nicole Ari Parker handle this the right way? Is there a better way to do it? I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from situationships. I want to hear from couples and people who've been together for some time who could provide some insight, or people who've just been, with that person for a minute and can provide some good insight. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Leave a review. Bottom line, we come from bad news with my brother Nyaze Vincent now. Peace.